going to do a little bit of a physique update, see where I'm at, and then I'm gonna kind of talk to you guys. Actually, welcome to the video. I always do this. Welcome to the video. My name is Kayla, also known as Kayla Fit. What brought you here? I don't know, but I am currently about 10 weeks or so, or just under that, out from my show day figure in summer shredding, June 20th in Houston, Texas. I'm super excited. I can't wait. So this is an update on how I'm doing, what my body's looking like, how I'm feeling, what adjustments have we made, and then also I'm going to do a little bit of like a Q&A on my fitness journey, starting when I first started my journey till now. Asked Instagram to kind of ask me some questions there. So first, let's get into a physique update. I just got back from cardio. Still don't have any food in me or anything like that. So this is what our body is looking like. This morning I weighed in at 145 flat, I think. I'll put like my weight stats, what I've been weighing and all of that on the screen. Weight hasn't moved much, but my body's been changing tremendously, so you can't really be mad at it, I guess you can say. Weight is just a number at the end of the day, but as long as we're seeing very much physical changes, we're winning overall. So those of you out there that struggle with the scale, understand that it's just a number. What matters most is what you see in the mirror, how you look, and how you feel. Okay, sweet. All right, this is what we're looking like. So, don't mind my just pajama pants that I have on, but I just threw them on really quick and took my pants off that I had. So this is what we look like. I'm very shaky right now, so just let me be. I don't even know if you could see all of me, but we're about to find out.
Sounds dry.
So that's what we're looking like. Legs are starting to get a little bit more defined for sure, which is exciting. See some definition coming through on here. Still a lot to go. Abs, 100% came in way more, which is awesome and exciting. And I'm starting to see a lot more definition through my arms. So yeah, that's what we currently look like. So how am I feeling? Honestly, I need to switch my laundry. Let's go switch my laundry and we'll talk. Gotta switch laundry so that I have things to wear later. Oh, I for sure thought there was gonna be things in there and that was gonna make me so upset. But how am I feeling? So to be honest, I'm not too bad. You know, like I just got over my period. So like going through my period, that was definitely not fun in any shape or form, because that just, I don't know, I don't get like debilitating cramps, but I do get to a point where I just, I don't want to be around anyone, and I just like don't feel good at all. So I just went through that the past like 4 days or so. But we got my period, which is awesome. We want to make sure that we maintain my menstrual cycle throughout this process. That is super important. To the ladies out there who don't have their menstrual cycle, please, let's have a conversation. Let's talk about it. Comment down below, because that is not okay. We need to make sure that we are having those normal bodily functions. It's not okay to not have that. So let's have a conversation about it. I don't know, I just like feel like, you know, some days, especially like with my period, I was like bloating more. We were pushing more food because of the rest and refeed. If you don't know about that, go watch that video. But like, I just was kind of like in my head a little bit. And then now that I'm like back into it, I'm fine. And like, is this red? Oh, I thought I just dyed that red. I'm fine. And I'm like back where I need to be mentally in regards to like, okay, we're moving, we're seeing progress. Like, we're going in the right direction. Cause like, I won't lie, you know, like the scale definitely messes with my head just like it does with you guys, you know? So I know my previous prep, if you guys have watched those videos, the scale got taken away from me because I was so in my head about it. So I don't know if that's something we're gonna have to do again. I'm not sure, but I'm doing pretty decent with it because I'm seeing those big physical changes, which are a huge win at the end of the day, because that's what matters most. So I would say overall, I'm doing good. The biggest struggle right now, and I'm gonna kind of like open up with you guys about this because I haven't really talked about it like with anyone, is that I really struggle with like going outside of my routine. So whether that's going outside of my routine to like go somewhere and see someone like family or friends, or whether I like need to like pack things up and bring them places. Like I get serious anxiety, and my heart rate starts going up. Like I start panicking. I can have everything prepared and I still just like start panicking. So that's something like I'm really struggling with right now. So I don't know. Like I don't know if anyone, can relate to this. Maybe you can in certain instances, but it's just something that I'm like going through and I'm trying to understand. Yesterday I did, finally leave the house and leave my routine a little bit, and then I ended up getting stuck in 2 hours of traffic to go 30 minutes. So I loved that so much. Other than that, like, the other day I prepared, all my food. I was gonna go over to someone's house, and then I like packed everything up. I was good, and then as I was leaving and I'm like walking down the hallway, getting closer to my car, I started like panicking, like freaking out, like if I forgot something or I don't know, and I literally had to just walk back into my house, sit down, and be like, I'm sorry, I can't come. And I also had plans Sunday to hang out with people and to go lift, and I can't get myself. So it's like it's something I'm really struggling with, and like I just want to, I don't know, be blunt about it, because maybe some of you guys struggle with stuff like this too. I don't know, I mean, comment down below, let me know. I definitely know I'm probably not alone, but I don't know how many people deal with that. But yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm at with how I'm feeling. Prep wise, good. Energy levels are still pretty decent, I would say. Food changes in my macros. We dropped carbs a little bit and dropped fats some. So that's the biggest changes that we just saw. And then my cardio got bumped up from 30 minutes to 35 minutes. So those are the biggest changes that we just saw. But other than that, everything else is going pretty smoothly. I am already at a lower kind of calorie base than I was right away when we jumped in, because we didn't have a ton of time. So that just happens when you kind of like rush a prep like I did. But oh gosh, don't forget to change this, guys, especially if you're young and in college. This is how house fires start. It's very scary. We don't want that. We don't need it. Yes. So that's kind of the update on me. I want to answer kind of some of your guys' questions on my journey. So let me sit down somewhere and let's talk. Okay, so answer a couple questions. I'm going to be cooking breakfast. Well, I answer these questions. If you want to know what I eat today, you can go back and watch that video, because I eat the same thing as I did then. How long did it take you to start seeing your abs pop, or like for them to be visible? So honestly, when I was young, in high school and young and in high school, and even before high school, like junior high, I had like little six pack, and then like I would always like take pictures with it and stuff, and I had them, and then as I got older and then like menstrual cycle started, I lost them. And I didn't really ever see them again until I started like my bodybuilding stuff. So when I started like doing bodybuilding again, but when I started my fitness, like real fitness journey in regards to bodybuilding and stuff, that's when I started to see them over like probably 5 or 6 months is when they started to like come through, and then at 8 months is when they were like totally popping and visible. Understand that was like a lot of like yo-yo dieting in between, but once I really nailed down my diet for like this Gymshark 66 thing that I did like 2 years ago, that was when I was like, whoa, like I saw obliques and stuff, and I've never seen those in my life on my body, and that was super cool. So it takes longer than you think. So just at the end of the day, the time's gonna pass. Why not just be consistent and know that the goals, you're gonna get to the goal. So that's just my outlook on it. I don't know. Everyone I think is, I can't get abs, I can't do this. Well, you can, you just haven't tried hard enough, and you just stop being lazy and be consistent. Really simple, guys, really simple. Do you have hunger phases? For example, 1 month you're massively hungry and then the other month you're not hungry. I would say not really. Like when my hormones and stuff were crazy out of like whack and stuff from my last prep, because I binge ate and like it just threw off so much in my body, yeah, I had really messed up hunger cues. But if everything is in line in regards to like your hormones, mental health, stress levels, period, all of that, you shouldn't be getting like crazy cravings like that. So yeah, I definitely went through a period like that, but again, my body was just not in the best state after my shows and after binging and all of that. How/when did you know that your body was at a competitive bodybuilding level? So when I first started training and when I met Dan, my current coach and co-business owner, he was a bodybuilder. And so like I thought it was inspiring, I thought it was cool, but in my eyes, bodybuilding was either this like really like, and I'm gonna be honest, so just buckle up, but this really prissy girl who wears like glitter and does her hair and heels, or this girl who takes a ton of drugs and is massive. Like, I didn't understand the sport, so I didn't have a knowledge on it, so I was not interested at all. I thought it was inspiring, I thought it was cool that Dan was doing it, and I looked up to it, but that was it. I didn't want to compete at all. I never had a desire to at all. And then 2 years, I would say, like a year and a half to 2 years into my journey, I started to really see potential and really started to see muscle building on me, and I was like, wow, okay, maybe there is a good potential here. Like, I learned more about the categories. I actually understood bodybuilding. I did my own research. I watched a lot of people on Instagram and YouTube and looked up to it and thought it was really cool and inspiring. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll just give myself another year. I finally got to that point, which was last year, and I was like, all right, this is the year, 2020, this is the year I'm gonna compete. I got a couple of people's opinions. Obviously, my coach, Dan, was like, yes, you 100% have a body to step on stage doing figure. Then that's what we did. Yeah, I feel like time will tell, but you definitely wanna make sure you have a nice building before you step on stage. Don't waste your time, money, and stress your body through that horrible process if you are not ready. So get a couple coaches' opinions on that, honestly. Someone who's gonna be completely honest with you, not a friend who's like, yeah, you look great. No, get someone who does not know you and say, critique my physique. That is how you'll know if you're ready. Big feast is served. What did you learn about yourself throughout this journey? The biggest thing I learned is that you can do anything you truly put your mind to. Like, I would always say it before, but I don't think I 100% lived it and breathed it until I went through a prep and saw what I could do for my body if I just stayed disciplined and consistent with something. And that has literally built insane paths for me now, because I saw that, yeah, I can technically do whatever I put my mind to, and anything is possible with hard work and consistency and time. That has just built a different life and a different mindset for me, and that is like the biggest thing, I guess you could say, that I learned about myself and just the world in general. Are there ever brief times you are self-conscious of your muscles compared to others? I would say yes. Like, I went through a period post-prep where I wanted to be really small and like shredded, or I wanted to be like this like muscular girl who had a little bit more body fat percentage, or had a little bit more body fat. And like, I didn't know what I wanted to be. And then I was, because I saw how small I could get, I saw these like models and I was like, well, I could do that too, And so like, that was just like the comparative side of me. That was also when I was in a really bad mental place because of binge eating and gaining all that weight. So I don't think that was a healthy state for me. Do I think about that now? Not really. I'm really focused on my physique and what looks best on my body and what I'm most comfortable with, but I definitely went through those phases, yes. What made you decide to change your ways and take on this journey to bettering yourself? I don't know if I've talked about this, but I went through a time in my life where I went through a really tough time post-college where I was very lost. I didn't have a sport. I was really unsure what I wanted to do with my life, and I went through a rough breakup. I lost people in my relatives in my life, passed away. So there was so much going on in this really short time period, and then I moved across the country and then moved back home while all of this was going on. During that whole time period, I really lost myself. I gained weight, etc., never worked out, nothing. And when I got back home, the only thing I had was a certification in personal training that I got while I was going to school on the side. And so I was like, okay, well, I could utilize this. So then I went to my local gym, and the manager at the local gym went to the same college as me. So we clicked and I started working there. And then I just really started to fall in love with it, with fitness and learning more. And then I met great people, and it just gave me a community and a sense of having people in my life and a sense of just friends, I didn't have any after college and stuff because I just secluded myself with everything that was going on in my life. And that made me want to be so much better. The people I surrounded myself with, and seeing that there's a potential here and I could change my body. And as soon as I started seeing changes in my body, I was addicted to it and I was hooked. And I look crazy now compared to what I used to look like. I'll throw up a picture when I first started, the years or whatever, but yeah, I feel like that's what kind of made me change my ways into bettering myself. what was your fitness journey like when you were a teen, 14 to 18? So I wouldn't even say it was like a fitness journey in a sense. I was just an athlete. So I played soccer and basketball. Soccer I played all throughout college. So a lot of the lifting styles I was doing was just very much play sports. So it was a lot of like explosiveness, hit workouts, stuff like that. Some long distance running, right, for soccer, but that was really it. I didn't really like have a full journey. I ate whatever, I did whatever. I didn't pay attention to my nutrition or anything. So yeah. When you first started, who did you or do you still look up to in the industry? So I would say like someone I came across before I was even into fitness was Evan Childs, and it's super cool because I got to meet her, train at her gym, and like talk life with her, and we both follow each other now and have conversations regularly, which is so cool to me. She was someone I looked up to before I ever started fitness, and then as I started getting into fitness more, she was still someone I look up to and still do to this day. I don't outside of her, I don't think there was really like big influencers I looked up to. I just liked the way certain people looked, I guess, but I didn't really like follow a ton of fitness accounts because I wasn't like super into fitness. I liked soccer, so I followed a lot of like soccer players and stuff. If you could make your own pre-workout powder, what would it be? So I'm gonna go with like, there's a couple that initially come to mind. One drink that I absolutely love is Mango Fiesta tea from Taco Bell. And so if I could somehow finagle that into like a pre-workout taste, that would be awesome. I love sour gummy worms. I love like any sour candy. Yeah, I don't know. Those would be like my, I don't know, like Mango Fiesta tea, like that would be dope. I really like, ooh, that would be a good one. The banana Laffy Taffy, that's really good. I love that. And then just like the flavor of like sour strips, like I love that so much, but Max has that, so I don't know. I guess that would be it. All right, that wraps up today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching it. Like and subscribe if you're not already. If you do support me using Ghost, go ahead, let me know so I can thank you personally. Code KALO saves you 20% off. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We're getting closer to 5,000. We're almost halfway there, which is crazy to me because I just remember when I used to get like 50 to 100 views, and now I average, like 1,200 views per video, which is so cool to me, and I know it's still just the beginning. So I love you guys so freaking much. I hope to see you in the next one. Have a great day, night, morning, whenever you're watching this. Remember to control the controllable and believe in your damn self. That is half the freaking battle.